There's multiple roles between clouds. There's not one consistent role across every platform. There's also not one identity necessarily across every platform. Really what you're looking to do is you're looking to detect anomalies, you're looking to detect, things that are just different. You normally are just focused on the things that identity brings, or the things that the SaaS platform brings, or the things that the multi-cloud environments bring. And so you want to make sure that you have a consistent message and a consistent posture, a consistent response across all of these permutations. And so the security program is designed and needs to understand everything that's going on. And that's why it's so important to have a CDR solution. You need something that sits back and can bring it all together.
So Brandon, who are you and what do you do?
I'm Brandon Pinzon. I am a former CISO for a specialty insurer turned advisor to the Lloyd's of London cyber insurance market.
So what threats do organizations face in the cloud that executives or even the board should be concerned with?
So Brian, the threats in the cloud really vary, right? We always think about large exfiltration of data or like the smash and grab of data. But in the boardroom, what we really care about is, are we protecting the right things? And are we doing it in a more cost-effective way? It's very easy to go through and move things and take advantage of whether it's automation or whether it's removing infrastructure, and it gets complex. One of the biggest things that you're able to articulate is how you're able to help pay down some of that risk and understand that you have it all and you're able to grow with the sprawl. You always have to work and make sure that your team is able to optimize their time by giving time back, by allowing them to go through and focus on responding on the things that they need to respond to, not chasing after false alarms, not chasing after how do you go through and understand the minutia between what is detected bad inside of a particular environment related to what you do. That gives time back. Every business executive needs to go through and understand how they're conserving money, be very judicious on how they're spending their money, and understand how they are serving their customer. Most organizations serve their customers in some form of a cloud. What we're here to do is to make sure that we're preventing a service disruption in these clouds by being also fiscally responsible. When you think about cost-effective readiness and what Mitiga has to offer, you really want to understand how data is flowing to then be able to protect it, right? And there's so much data that flows through, and the SaaS providers and the cloud providers do a really good job of kind of putting layers behind so that it's easier to use, but it also becomes more complicated to understand how data is really stored and how data is really flowing. And so one of the best things that you're able to understand is the context, right? To go through and not just deep specialization in every type of SaaS platform, but kind of understand what are the themes, or helping your team through Mitiga understand what's taking place. So the most effective way is to understand where it's going, where it's concentrating, and then that'll inform how you protect it. Organizations should consider a cloud solution like Mitiga because it's not just a solution, it's a partnership, right? So you're not just able to go through and just buy the product, you're also able to help offset through some of the tiered services that you have. So it gives time back to your team. You're able to go through and not just saddle your team with, okay, we're moving into the cloud and therefore we have to specialize in this particular thing or that, or focus on the team that's working on on-prem. You're able to go through and shortcut, streamline, amplify, accelerate, do all these really cool things for your team, right? And so that's what's so important. It's a real partnership that helps pay down risk for your cloud environments.